Today's question is, what are the things that I can control? A lot of times when we're thinking about control, there's a lot of versions of control on social media. But I'd like for you to hone in on these 5 things. There are things that you can control. It might be simple to say, maybe a little bit harder to implement, but I'm going to help you out with that. The first thing that I want you to consider in terms of places where you can exert some control in your life is with your boundaries. You have the ability to set and keep healthy boundaries in your life. That is an element of control for yourself, especially if you feel like things sometimes get out of control or other people aren't respecting your needs. Number 2, you have the ability to control your thoughts and your actions. So let me speak to thoughts for just a moment. We have arbitrary thoughts that pop into our minds all of the time, don't we? We also have thoughts that stay in our mind for a lengthy period of time. What I want you to focus on is, what are the thoughts that come up in my mind consistently? Are they positive? Are they negative? Okay, at that point, you have the ability to make a change. Hold on to the thoughts that are positive. The thoughts that are negative, I want you to tell yourself to stop it. That's right, I want you just to tell yourself to stop it. Once you're aware of the thoughts that are popping into your mind, you can make a choice about what to do with those thoughts. So that second part of number 2 would be that you have control over your actions. You do not have to be ruled by your thoughts. You really don't have to be ruled by anyone but yourself. And so understanding and really honing in on what your thoughts are gives you the ultimate control over yourself. Number 3, this one can be hard for some people, especially people that enjoy being spontaneous and impulsive in the moment. There's nothing wrong with that. But in terms of things that you can control, you really can control your goals. Your goals, the things that you feel are important for you to achieve. You have the power to be able to set goals that are realistic, that are simple, that you can measure, and that are timely, which means I've got a time frame in when and how I'm going to achieve this goal. One of the things that you may want to look up in terms of goals are SMART goals. S-M-A-R-T, SMART goals. It really is an easy way to break down the best way to devise some goals for yourself. One thing about goals is it gives you something to work for. It gives you a purpose. And when you achieve that goal, it builds self-confidence. So there are some things you can control. Number 4, you have the ability to make a decision about where you spend your energy. I think this is an area where I've had to work a lot in terms of self-care. I could spend my energy doing this or that, and sometimes I feel a little strung out, a little stretched too thin. Maybe I feel a little unappreciated. All of those things. And sometimes if you don't do something about it, you can feel resentful. So I want you to really take inventory of the places where you're spending your energy. If it isn't working for you, if it isn't paying off, if it isn't producing positivity in your life, get rid of it. Number 5, you have the ability to control how you speak to yourself. Now, you thought I was going to say how you speak to others. Yes, you can control how you speak to others too. But I really want you to focus on and consider how you're speaking to yourself. Are you speaking to yourself with kindness? Are you speaking to yourself in an encouraging way? Are you speaking to yourself with support and also love and empathy? Yes, it's true. We can say very horrible negative things about ourselves. And if we can get to the point where we are in control of how we're speaking to ourselves, ultimately how we treat ourselves and how we view ourselves, I tell you, my friends, this is the source of ultimate control. It is the source of ultimate empowerment. I hope what I've shared today has been helpful. I know it's a lot of information, but I hope these 5 things will get you started on a path where you can think about and consider ways that you can be more in control of who you are and what's going on inside your head. In addition to that, If you like this information and you feel like there's someone else that needs to hear about it, share it. Pass it along. That's the whole point of building this community, is that we can share helpful information with each other and support about all things mental health.